How we all doing tonight? We're gonna take things a little easy this week, and tonight's stream is heading back into Pikmin 1 via that ROM hack we played a little while ago called Pikmin Squared. Tonight we're playing a Pikmin randomizer via this Pikmin Square mod. For those of you unaware what Pikmin Squared is, this is essentially Pikmin 1 in Pikmin 2's engine. So you can think of all the enemies from Pikmin 1 and 2 are in this title. The purple and the white Pikmin are in this as well for the randomizer in particular. The mechanics for Pikmin 2 work on Pikmin 1 in particular, so it's just a better way of playing the first Pikmin game in an unofficial sense. And we're going to be playing through the randomizer mode of Pikmin Squared tonight. Now, I'm going to make this a little bit more of a featured randomizer than the default settings, but I don't want to go too crazy because I haven't played a Pikmin Squared randomizer before. I played the Pikmin 1 randomizer a few years back, but it's been a while since I played through a Pikmin randomizer of any kind. So we're going to tweak around with some of the settings and see what works, but we're not going to go super crazy like with the Ironman mod or the Chaos randomizer. No crazy modifiers. We're just going to take this one simple. So let's go ahead and jump into the game itself and get tonight's show started. Unfortunately, the hook happened later. You didn't get to hear the cute little Pikmin. Here, I'll give you a retreat of that. Let me just hit reset. Now we're talking. Yeah, can't boot the game up without hearing that cute little chant. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into a file here so we can make our randomizer. Now, what's nice about the Pikmin Squared randomizer is that all this stuff is just built into the game itself. No external programs necessary to make a randomizer seed. You just create the seed in the actual game itself. And in fact, if you want to customize your seed to a very specific random generation, you can actually hit the up button here and choose your specific seed. And as you can see here, got a couple different Pikmin icons. So you have nothing, blue with a bud on its head, and blue with flower, and then so on and so on for all of the different Pikmin types here in the game. So you have a wide variety of different seeds that you can go ahead and choose from here in Pikmin Squared, which is nice. So, infinite possibilities. In terms of the options, we have random ship part order, which just shuffles around the parts in every single part of the land. So you want to have that one on to actually, play a randomizer. Treasure ship parts will convert the ship parts into a Pikmin 2 treasure. This doesn't do anything. This is just a funny cosmetic. Change onion order will shuffle where those main 3 Pikmin onions are. So the red, yellow, and blue onion will just be shuffled to those said locations onions normally appear. More enemies, only a thing you can do on emulator. This will add more enemy types to the pool, which includes Pikmin 2 enemies. So if you want to fight more enemies in the game, and in particular, add in the enemies from Pikmin 2 or even Louie's Quest, the extra story mode in this game, then you have that option. But again, this won't work on hardware. You need extra memory that Dolphin can supply. More enemy stats here, or random enemy stats. This applies some kind of random modifier to an enemy for both its size and strength, so things can get a little bit harder having that on. We got open progression, making it so that you can go anywhere in the game from minute 1. You're not just locked to the impact site for day 1. Random Pikmin design, which will just randomize the color and sizes of all the Pikmin, and it recolors the onions and pellets as well, so they won't even match. So you can have a green onion for a pink Pikmin. They won't even match, not even close. Random music to play different songs. You can add in the purple white Pikmin to Pikmin 1 via this specific option. It just gives you special candy pop bud spawns next to your ship, so you can then get the Pikmin. Heavyweight mod will make everything a lot heavier and give it more health. So bridges will have double the amount of health, same for any gates and parts / ship parts and treasures, no matter what you put. Everything's just gonna be heavy to carry, so that's great. Shorter days reduces the amount of time you have to explore each day. I don't know by how much. It's more than half, but it's very punishing to play with shorter days from what I hear. A normal day in Pikmin is 13 minutes. Shorter days, I think it's like 7. Something like that. It's rough. Starving Pikmin. Onions only give half the usual amount of seeds, so if you're going to get, say, 10 Pikmin from an enemy, now it'll only get 5. Iron Min has you play with 50 red, yellow, and blue Pikmin, and that is it. You cannot grow anymore. The 50 you start with of each type, that's all you get for the entire playthrough. And finally, Chaos Randomizer. This will add in weather effects, as the game says, which can add all sorts of new twists and surprises, but also, from what I've noticed in testing, adds more enemies in the areas as well, converting a lot of the different objects in an area to enemies. Just to showcase, I don't want to play it like this. I'm just going to turn on the more enemies really quick with chaos enemies on, just so you get an idea of how terrible this is. Because it's not great. We are not going to be playing like this tonight, because I will die in probably the first 5 minutes. So, I don't want that. Hey Kira, how you doing? You want to know what more enemies and Chaos Randomizers looks like? There you go. It's a mess. Every single plant in the game is technically a different object. So because of that, you can randomize all those different objects. I love how I got grabbed immediately, so I couldn't even do anything. So all the plants will be randomized to enemies. All the pellets will be randomized to enemies. All the enemies randomized into each other. It is a hot mess, as you can tell. Everything is just chaos. Hence the name Chaos Randomizer. In terms of those weather effects, though, I don't really know if we can see any of those. I would like to do a Chaos Randomizer at some point, because of the weather effects alone. Yeah, right now everything is clear day, so I can't really showcase this, but from what I understand, there's like a multitude of different weather effects. So there's things like an earthquake, which will just shake the ground and cause all your Pikmin to get stunned for a minute. There, I think, is raining rocks. There's darkness. There's the snap, which just kills half your Pikmin and half is random. There's a lot of different weather effects in the game through this Chaos mod, and it's a little punishing. I would like to play with more enemies so I can fight Pikmin 2 enemies in particular, and I don't want to combine that with Chaos Random right now. That would just be too much. So I think I'm going to dial in very specific settings here so we don't overwhelm my first randomizer playthrough, because then, again, tonight, and just in general this week, we're kind of doing things a little bit simpler. That's why we're doing 2 streams this week, and it's starting an hour earlier on each day. So I don't want to overwhelm myself. I want to take this week as a little bit of a chill week. So let's go ahead and turn on certain things. We'll do treasure ship parts, change the onion order, more enemies so we can see some new enemies in Pikmin 1. I don't think I want to do random enemy stats because I don't want to make things stronger per se. If we're dealing with Pikmin 2 enemies, we're already going to be dealing with a lot. Open progression, definitely. Random Pikmin design, again, I'm turning that off because this will make every single Pikmin something different, and it's just a pain to keep track of. So I'd rather leave that off. Random music will be on. We'll have purple and whites in the pool. Heavyweight off, shorter day off, starving off. Everything else at this point is going to be off. So just to reiterate, it's purple on / white. Randomizing the music. Game's open. More enemies. Treasure ship parts. I think that's good. So let's go ahead and play through this rando. And we can skip the cutscenes, and I'd rather do that because I don't care about the intro. I've seen it enough. So when you're doing open, you can only really go to Impact Site or the Distant Spring for your... Well, not Distant Spring. Here we go. Forest Naval. You can only go between these 2 areas for your first area because the Onion and Forest of Hope will always be blocked by a wall, so we can't get to it. So we can either go Impact Site or we can go Forest Naval. And I want to do things a little bit different, so I'm going to start at Forest Naval first. Now, I do believe where the blue onion is, that's going to be a dried up pool, so it shouldn't matter what Pikmin are over there. They won't instantly die. Because you can have this kind of setting completely just null and void Pikmin, which is not a good thing. I don't want my Pikmin just to spawn in a pool of water. Okay, here we go. Looks like it's the yellow onion to start off. Speaking of yellow, so am I. That's an interesting color. Yeah, if the pool wasn't dried up, we would not have a very long start to our adventure. It'd be funny, but also really bad. I'm gonna kill these enemies first because I got a lot of problems here. Thankfully, I'm really good about soloing things here, it seems, because I can just take out all these small fries. And thankfully, this is Pikmin 1, so I can go back to my ship at any point and get my health back. So I'm not really too concerned about my health. I just gotta be careful once I get down to low numbers, so I don't, you know, die. There we go. Alright, so we start off with the yellow Pikmin as our first Pikmin type. After this, we are definitely going back to the ship, though, to get health, because I think 2 more attacks from something, and I'm definitely as good as dead. Also, quality of life that this has, we start with the Pluckaphone. So that's gonna make getting Pikmin a heck of a lot easier. I remember the last time I played a Pikmin Randomizer, we also had the Pluckaphone, but it was a modification to the game, so it did kind of work slightly different. Like, I believe the Pikmin had a bigger animation getting out of the ground compared to the one in this mod. This is just a better way of doing the rando in general for Pikmin 1. I don't think I would ever go back to play the randomizer that was specifically built for Pikmin 1 over this. Just because I like how Pikmin 2 plays more. I think Pikmin 1 is just aged kind of poorly because of just how much better each game got later. Now this is Pikmin 2 logic, so we have immunity to electric hazards, so I can just go through that. No problem. I have no idea how we're getting that pumpkin, though. I'm trying to see if I can get my Pikmin up there without building that bridge. It's just slightly out of range, because I don't know what that needs. I'm trying to get a sneak peek of how much I need, Pikmin-wise. Hey, Matt, how you doing? There we go. I don't need all of them on one Shearwig. Again, we don't need all of them, just one. Seriously, a third? I still need to get back to the ship because I don't want to be dealing with this beeping all day. There, I get my health back. Now I don't have to hear the beep, beep, beep all the dang time. Oh, this is a giant bread bug. That's oddly thematic, since normal bread bugs are on this map. Alright, we're gonna want some purple Pikmin. Did I just convert yellows to yellows? I did. I didn't know that I can go to our color. Oh, come on! Why is that there? I was expecting the poop bug. We do want some whites as well, but I'm gonna get at least 10 of purple Pikmin, just to start. There we go. I don't think they have any actual dialogue for this, right? Oh no, I feel disturbed in the timeline. I forgot that's the line. The other three have proper dialogue exchanges, but yeah, the Pikmin 2 brand new Pikmin types, not so much. They're just, oh god, time travel's a thing. Something wrong. Why is this here? Alright, where's the doodle bug? Okay, well I guess he pieced out. There we go. Okay, so I can now use, I guess, all the purples to carry that. It'll take them all day to get to the onion, but whatever. Rough day. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, hopefully the next one's better, right? That's all I can really hope for. I get how you feel. This year's just been a mess in terms of just everything, to say the least, so a lot of the people I talk to are kind of feeling a lot of the same feelings. Kind of feels like we need a time machine, just like these Pikmin got. I don't trust my Pikmin near any of these hazards, so I'm just getting rid of all the electric hazards right now, because they will probably die if I let them just walk astray. Another bug. Okay, well that Pikmin just got the drink because I wasn't expecting this. One flower. Great. Taking advantage of actually having nectar now. Alright, let's see if we can get our first part. This has been kind of a weird day, just to start, but I'm mainly wanting to focus on numbers today. I think that's the right call. Here come all the purples. It took them that long to get over here so far. It's a good thing I put some purples on that, because I don't think that would have worked otherwise. Oh good, that's a really interesting pilot seat. Ah, well, at least I don't have to worry about not fitting on it. It's the perfect size. Alright, let's not carry all that back with purple Pikmin of all things. This will speed up the process. Alright, so what's out here? Oh, great, great, great. I love running the spiders in the middle of nowhere. I almost actually got some of those Pikmin killed. Alright, poison generator in the water. Got wally hops here and there. There's that beta enemy that never came to be in the final game. Over here's a can of nuts. Everybody's favorite. And there's the bread bug. Let me see. Yeah, I can't check anything on the map because we don't have the radar. So I don't know where those Pikmin are right now with the pumpkin. They should be near the ship at this point. So I'll at least have one treasure by the end of the day, / ship part. There we go. That's why we saved that nectar from earlier. Now I can actually do stuff with these Pikmin. I don't think I want to attack any of these enemies right now because I don't really have much in terms of attacking power outside of the purples. Okay, they made it back. So there's my first part, my extremely giant pilot suit. Perfect for Halloween. Now, when we put all these parts on the ship, they will definitely show that we are making an abomination. I don't think you'll see it yet with just the one part, but trust me, it'll get worse. Actually, how much is the gravity jump? Wait, isn't this normally just the gravity jumper? French vanilla. I have to say French vanilla because I don't remember it looking like a giant can of walnuts. Or, sorry, they're chestnuts. Nice. Somehow some Pikmin got up there. Not all of them. There. They can get to work on that stuff and then get the other Pikmin back from base. It'll just take me a little bit because this is not the best structure. I think I can take some shortcuts as a solo captain. I do want, though, let's go back to white. That should be 10. And they can get to work here on finding nectar. I heard the bridge is done. There we go. Alright, so now we're gonna see if we can get something done. Why was that? While they hop in the middle of the field, that was a little concerning. But we see if we can get some bombs right now. That is our goal. Bomb rocks. Probably don't want them all down here, but you know what? Sure. Well, get over here. I think that's what I need. Let me see, do the separation. Should be 15. Yeah, looks correct-ish. I think it's almost more than 15 bombs. Nope, it is 15. Get over here. Oh my god, the camera. I forgot how janky Pikmin 1/2 camera is with GameCube. Sometimes you barely touch the L button and it just does a 180. It's a little much. Now, one nice thing about this mod, if you haven't seen Pikmin Square before, is that you control when the bomb rocks go off. So when a Pikmin lands, it's got a few seconds where they're ready to use bombs when you whistle. So I activate the bombs on my own time. Alright, and that should be it there, so I gotta get my Pikmin. Thankfully, we have enough time in the day to grab them. I'm not going to get the part that's over here because I just don't have time for that. So we're really just securing a path back to the ship now every single time we come through here. So let's go to sunset. Nothing else we can do today. I'm not going to even chance it. I just want to see, can you actually see the pilot seat at the moment on the ship? We weren't here long enough to look, but we should be able to see it during the takeoff. That purple just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna chill here. I hope that doesn't kill him. That's a scripting error, and that shouldn't be my fault. Okay, he's fine. The game gave me a little bit of a scare there by trapping a purple on nothing. Now, just like Pikmin 2, the white and purple should be stored in my ship. So I can get them back every single day. It's not like I lose them. And also, these logs are going to be so screwed up. So ignore half of the things I talk about in these logs. Because Olivar doesn't know what's going on. See, we can go to Force of Hope, but also anywhere. Alright, good first day. We'll come back there later, because now I want to get more Pikmin. The goal is just to go around and get all the Pikmin types right now. So we're going to go over to Forest of Hope next, and get whatever's here. Didn't give you access to bombs like in Vanilla 2. Oh, that would suck. If that was the case, it would be impossible to go through some of these areas in Pikmin 1 without bomb rocks. Okay, and we're getting spoiled to a Pikmin type, because it looked like there was a red piece in that flower for a second. I think there's reds here. Maybe I just saw that wrong. I knew it. I knew the one leaf would be in that working pile. I don't want you in that working pile. Let me see if I get a sneak peek. Looks like that's a blue onion. So we're getting blues today. There, we want to get that wall destroyed as fast as possible so we can actually get out of here. Be ideal. Now, if we get blues today, we can just full clear this area because we don't need reds for anything here. I'm not worried about the damage output issue because we got purples. Actually, don't go over there yet. That doesn't look like a good idea. I just have to chuck because I'm worried. I do need some more purples. I think I'll get another 10. Oh, hey, perfect. Well, I know who's getting converted. Where'd the larva come from? Get out of here. Keep on getting stuck on these flowers, dude. That's the thing, if a Pikmin's near a candy pop bud, it just gets stuck on the side. I've noticed that about Pikmin 2 just in general. Let me see if I can lure these guys, because I don't want to fight them next to a poison generator. Doesn't seem like they care. I'll just take the risk. Hey, look! Nut! Oh, nope, nope, nope. We're not going over there yet. No one stands in my way of nut. The Omega Stabilizer. It's just a lug nut. Not a bread bug. Interesting. Get destroyed. Having purples in this really gonna just trivialize enemy fights. I'm fine with this. Oh, there you go. That is cursed. Lug nut for my foot of the ship. So the goal of this, if you haven't been able to tell so far, we want to get all 30 ship parts. That is how you beat the randomizer. But in particular, we need 29 parts to unlock the final area. So we still have to work to get to the final trial. It's not available for minute 1. We have to work our way over to it. But once we get it, there's only one thing left, and that's to go fight the final fight. Which would be, I don't know what, in this case. That was a mistake. How many was that? I think that was maybe 5 or 6 yellows, but at least it was just yellows. We can get them back. I feel bad that happened, but hey, it happens. Oh, dear God. That's a lot of grubs and wigs. More terrified of those because I know what they can do in this game. There. Now the other one's not a threat. The house rule, or make it where you get the bad ending, get usual 25 parts. I think it's really just the end goal is you want to get all 30 parts based on how things are set up. It should still have the other endings in the game. So, for randomizer's sake, you can still get the good or the bad ending, but you want to get the best ending, technically. It's always shorter no matter what, but I guess if you really got locked out of something, I would just go for normal ending. Oh, is that the coughing bomb? I think it's the coughing bomb. From the final boss of Pikmin 2. Wait, how did I not grab one of those bomb rocks? Thank you. What's that one last bomb? Come on, man. This is gonna be a pain right now to roll the blues in particular, just because of just because of how getting blues back to the onion right now. It's not gonna be great with the whites and the yellows, or the whites and the purples in particular. They're gonna want to probably go back to the yellow onion. I need a majority, yeah, see, like that, for example. I need a majority of things to be on an enemy to be blues. That'll dictate who goes where. Yeah, because like, say this, for example, I just, oh, God. Alright, we're good. If I threw just a white, there was a good chance I could have took it to the yellow onion, which we don't want. Yeah, you can never tell something with mods. That's fair. For one, I understand even that's how it worked with Pikmin 1 randomizers as well. The general goal was always just to get the best ending, just because of how it's structured. You want to get all parts. But nothing's stopping you from just getting the bad or the good ending, technically, in these mods. I don't want overcarry, because I need Pikmin for all the things out here. Okay, that worked. We need more blues right now, so I'm going to work on getting the blue numbers up, obviously. I want the yellows. The ones that aren't doing anything should go grab some bombs. Still want to separate these Pikmin out in a way that makes it easier. Run. I didn't die. That's not good. Now we're good. I still have a bomb rock? Yeah. Yep. Don't matter. Purples are better. One thing I didn't need back in Pikmin 1 is the idea of being able to eat a Pikmin in one go. That could have stayed in Pikmin 1. Like, I don't like that part being Pikmin squared. Having Sheer Growth and Sheer Wedge have their natural ability back of insta-swallow, essentially. Yeah, I'm good. I can stay in the past. I have no idea what that spread was. I don't know if I even want to get the items over here right now. We do want to clear the way over to the ship. I need more bombs for that. Thankfully, there's more here in this can. Conveniently. So let's clear the way to the ship. Please stay to blue. Please stay to blue. Let's go. Okay, the way's opened, so now we don't have to worry about going back and forth for some ship parts. That's huge. Oh, come on! Sorry, we changed our minds. I hate— no! Just one random guy is like, yellow, please. Oh, I hate this so much. Now redirect them. It's just like one rogue Pikmin gets on the middle, and that changes the entire order. Is it worth even trying to get that part back? Could try? Oh, crap. Oh, dear God. One of them got a bomb, Pikmin. Okay. I don't even know what I just lost in all that chaos. Because of what it was. Just total chaos. Alright, there's Sagittarius. Doesn't do anything. We want to find the Whimsical radar. That would be huge, because then I can see where we're going. Where are we going? They are going the long way. Oh, dear God. They're going the long way. They're going the long way. I should have thought about that before blowing up the wall. I am making some rookie mistakes right now. I just sent my Pikmin out to die. Alright, let's just try to get these other things back, I guess? Wait, do I even have time? I have to go to yellows. There we go. Let's see, what do we have? We have 19, 13, 29, 39. Okay, I can convert some of the blues if I wanted to. We don't need as many yellows in this game. It's Pikmin 1, so if you want to convert yellows, then that's fine. I don't think I should really worry about doing that right now. I just don't have time for anything. Yeah, we're better off just going right to sunset. I can't do anything right now. Well, we got one part back today, so the average is still continuing. One a day is the big goal, after all. At least just the start. Alright, finally we're going back to Forest of Hope. Well, not Forest of Hope. We're going back to Impact Site, and then we'll go back to Forest of Hope later. I want to clear it out then. So, it looks like if I did decide Impact Site is my first area, that would have been a bad idea, because I would have just gotten reds. So, it would have just been vanilla Pikmin. Alright, in terms of what we lost 18 in battle today. This doesn't tell me which Pikmin exactly we lost, like Pikmin 2. So I don't know exactly what I lost in numbers for, like, each species. I just know it was a decent amount of yellows. Alright, let's go to Impact Site, get our reds, and then I'll be our final Pikmin type. Of all Pikmin types, the reds at this point, not the most useful, unfortunately, because of all the Enhancements we got. Is that a Karigi Dirigi bug? Oh, dear God. Of all the things that get landing in the base. Oh, great. This is looking like a nightmare. It could have been worse. This could have been Chaos Randomizer. Oh, crap. Guys. Alright. Just went right in the poison to start. That's a good start. I was afraid of that, but here we are. Now, do not go to the poison. The one saving grace about this kind of guy. He just gives you free bomb rocks. Funny enough, the Dirigi bug is actually not a bad enemy in Pikmin Squared because of how bomb rocks work in Pikmin 1. We kinda got a downgrade. For us, that's convenient, because that's one of the worst enemy types in normal Pikmin 2. But in Pikmin Squared, he might be one of the best ones to deal with if you need bomb rocks. Alright, well that's just the boring vanilla situation. Should they... yeah, they don't want to go to the red. Of course not. I have no idea how to get this stuff back to the reds. Okay, good. Don't go to the poison. Do not go to... I knew it. You're all stupid. Going right to a poison gate. Alright, we're gonna have to clear that. Oh, I saw that. For a second, I went to reds. I needed to go to reds. Red. Perfect. Now give me that one stray red. That's gonna make sure it just guarantees goes to the red onion. I'll do the same with these other enemies. No, that's not going to reds. Let me get some yellows because that electric gate scares me. They can work on getting some nectar, that's fine. We need to kind of refuel the Pikmin we lost. I need an overabundance of the purples and the whites, but that makes up for the ones we lost yesterday. As of right now, we have 26, 27. Yeah, that's a good amount. I'm actually gonna keep the Dirigibug alive because I might want bomb rocks. Oh, he's like the one thing reds are good for in this. Because that thing is on fire. That's an ultra spicy spray, but it doesn't work in the same way as it does in actual Pikmin 2. So that's why I needed the red Pikmin to get it down. It's on fire. Repair type bolt. That's a weird looking bolt. I think the ones that are spicied up got it. There's a Mamuda. Oh, it's that, I can't remember what that thing's name is. There's 2 Mamudas in the water? Are you kidding me? I don't know what to do with 2 of them. That's a yellow pellet. There's no way I'm getting that down with anything but yellows. I think I might want to use one of the Mamudas just to grow Pikmin into flowers. That'd be some free flower fuel. I got a lot of purples with just leaves. Alright, what do we have on numbers right now? I need to take out things. Okay, so I'm gonna want yellows and blues, obviously. I know what you're gonna do. I knew it. Oh, hey, the butterflies. Don't really need them, I guess, at this point. With all that nectar. Oh. This way. This way. Please ignore the Pikmin climbing. Please ignore the Pikmin climbing. Oh, dear God. Okay. You can't ignore them anymore. Okay, those will just go to whoever they want. I don't care about that. Because we don't have the pearls here, I have to actually order these onions to get the right pellets this time. There we go. Perfect. Now we get a lot of blues from that. Total of 10. Now we're going to want to reorder things, as I can't do all this with what I got. I have an odd number of Pikmin out because of these purples and whites, now thinking about it. Alright, that'll get that down. I hate how the blue requires yellow Pikmin to get, and the yellow pellet requires blues. Why? Our luck is just awful on that. This is why the Luigi bug is actually a very helpful dude to have right now. Give me some more bombs. Thank you very much. Oh, they can work on nectar. That's fine. Alright, everyone should have cleared it. Now let's get our bombs. Why is the bomb guy over there with the squad? I just want the bombs. Just want the bombs. Thank you. Now we gotta make this quick though. We don't have that much time left today. can get all this done in one day, but not this rate. Sorry, buddy. In case you had the part. He does not have any health gone. Okay. He just keeps on giving me more bombs. Thanks. What a homie. Hurry up, or are you not gonna drink? He didn't get the drink. He was too slow. Kind of funny. All right, we just need blues at the moment. Actually, hang on. I do need some of those guys back, but not all of them. I just thought of the pellet. We don't need any whites out right now, and we don't need nearly as many purples. I think we'll just go 15. That'd be safe. Then everything else can be blues. Because we already have... Wow, that's a lot more blues than I thought we had. I thought we had maybe like 60 at this point, not over 100. Oh yeah, right pellet. I forgot about that. Yeah, be fine. I'll get that later. We gotta focus on the ship part right now, which we don't even know what it is. Get him. There. He didn't have the part? Where's the bug? Oh, come on! Why are you up there? Get down here. Why does it keep on going on the ledge? This thing is a pain to fight right now. There. That's a good spot. Okay, there we go. It's the light bulb. The shock absorber. Just get the things back. I don't care where they go right now. We'll figure that out later. Oh, this is gonna be a traffic jam incident. Alright, you can stop. You can come back. There's the light bulb. So there's another part. That's it for the impact site. So we're done here now. We got it all done in one run. Call you guys back. This is why we call the one random red, or 3, I guess in this case, more than I thought. Just rearrange things in such a way I can actually get the stuff to the right onions. Well, that's good. Now for you. We will finally have to kill you, I'm sorry. You were helpful, but it's time for that health damage. I'm sorry, but it had to be done. I'll give you to the reds. Because we do need more reds than anything else right now. We've gotten, well, a decent amount for both reds and yellows. I think we're probably good at this point. I never checked what was over here, did I? Oh, yellow pellet. Do you think we have the time? Probably not. And those are just female shear grubs. Alright, I don't have to worry about the female ones. Let's scout towards base. I don't think they die, because they're literally next to the ship. Yeah, that's what I thought. Every Pikmin safe. Cool. Well, that was it for this area, so that's a full clear in one day. Hence why I wanted to wait until we had all 3 types, then we could just take care of the whole area at once. Alright, so we got 59 reds, 47 yellows, and 181 blues. More than enough blues, since that's really what you need for Pikmin 1 if you want to do everything. So now I'll just focus on the other 2 types. Alright, but I think I'm going to take a quick little break here. It's perfect timing because an ad break's about ready to start here on Twitch, so I'm going to use a moment just to get up and stretch for a minute. So when we come back, we'll be jumping into probably the Forest of Hope and continue from there. So stay tuned, we'll be back in just a few minutes. Alright, we're back, ready to jump into one of our previously explored areas, or we can go straight to Distant Spring if we're feeling lucky. But I want to go back over to Forest of Hope to start. So let's try to clear this area out, then we'll go back to where we started, which would be the Forest Navel. So, we got one part back, but we made preparations get the rest of the stuff here at this point. So now it should be smooth sailing outside of dealing with some of the enemies. I love how we're getting a tutorial cutscene for this. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Appreciate it. Some Pikmin die when they were flowered. That's the only reason why we can't get a full squad. Let's go like this. 70 blues, which will be a lot. I'm gonna make them run a very weird way because I want to have a majority out here get the nectar. All be flowered. There we go. Now while they're working on that, we'll get the rest of these out as purple Pikmin. Oh! Wasn't expecting a golden beetle. Free spray, don't mind if I do. This lasts way longer than I normally do. I'm used to these guys that appear and then disappear like immediately. That's how Pikmin 2 logic works. Oh, this is great when he's stuck on a wall. Oh! Okay, that's just stupid looking. Alright, well, that was really good. Really good start for today. Just getting a bunch of pellets out and some nectar drops and also ultra spicy sprays. Wait, why am I able to throw out 100 now? I wasn't able to pull out 100 before. That was kind of confusing. Alright. Let's not do anything yet with those spicy sprays. Okay, I got guys ignoring orders. Great, well, I just wasted one. I was gonna use that later, but my blue had to be thirsty now. This is gonna be a mess to get Pikmin back through. Holy crap. I forgot that was poison. I need some white Pikmin. It's not going as well as I hoped to start today, because it's just kind of a cluttered mess now. Put away those two. I don't even know what the heck my numbers are right now in terms of what's out and what's not. how weird this is? Did I get the Pikmin glitch? Where my numbers aren't accurate to what's actually in my party? I think I might have. Things are just kind of weird. There, no more poison. One still suffocated from poison. Alright, explain that, Leather. There was nothing left! Think I should have all the Pikmin by now. At least that's in this area. I have to work on getting all this crap back, because there's just way too many things in my way. Alright, well at least we got another part back, which just doesn't look right. Just attached to the side like it's a piece of gum. Still haven't gotten to do what I actually wanted to do here to start the day, which was to not only get that stuff back to the base we just got now, but then also to get these purples working, or I'm getting my wires crossed here. The blue Pikmin to work on a wall. I haven't had a chance for any of that. Okay, our numbers are actually accurate now. Okay, now we're talking. Unfortunately, I don't want to go through that way now because of the stinking wall, so I'm gonna have to... Of course, one just got the drink. Greedy. I'm gonna have to go through manually here, just burst it down. By the time I get back, half of that wall will be destroyed. I don't want to drink this potion yet. That's why I'm hesitant to go through the little shortcut. Even over here. I can't see what that is. Is that... Oh, that's the Emperor. That's Emperor of All Blacks. Oh boy. We're gonna have a fun time trying to get whatever that is back. I don't need to kill the Emperor, thankfully, but it's not gonna be easy to get past him. That's the thing I'm worried about. That's electricity. Oh, I'm glad I didn't walk any further forward. Please just get rid of the water. Alright, now electricity's not a threat because we only have one inner dweeble, inner beetle. I always do that, I don't know why. Alright, we got a piece of paint. Which is the zirconium rotor. That's a very, very small and cheap-looking rotor. Alright, you can just take whatever back to wherever. I don't really care. I just need these guys out of the way. I'll get them back to the base. Now, in terms of this wall, I could normally just bring Pikmin up here to bomb it. What we're going to want to do is really be careful going around where the Emperor is, because I can get that bear without waking up the enemy in the middle. I just have to be super careful. Alright, well there's our Mario paint back. I don't even know where it went. Can't see it. Again, take whatever to wherever. It does not matter. Alright, they're going. So, while they're working on getting all those enemies back, we'll work on getting this bear. I hope this is the radar, I really do. Ignore the giant mass in the middle. UV lamp. Kind of a hard time lighting up anything. Just saying, it's made of wood. I don't know many lamps made of wood. Going right into his path. You idiots. You just walked right into his path. I could still make this work without fighting. It's just not gonna be as easy now. Okay, we're in the clear. We're in the clear. He can't catch up because this guy is very slow. We're good. No Emperor for us. Emperor Bulblax is just optional. You guys really need to get some flowers. Alright, now while that stuff is getting back to the base, let's take care of this little roadblock. Oh, they're back. That was fast. I want to be careful here because I don't want these Pikmin to stop working right in front of two bulb orbs. That would not be great. So we're going to have to make this fast. There we go. Yeah, now the Pikmin get to work on that side of the bridge. These ones are finishing up. Oh, all but 4. Get the work slackers. Not gonna want to walk through here. Now it's safe to walk through here. Secret safe! Hey, we found the thing to beat the game. It doesn't matter. Not in this state. Alright, now go, guys. Just go. And we're in the clear. Gotta do a little bit of bait and switch there, and we can get out of here. I'm just gonna go to the corner. This will be a little bit faster and easier if my Pikmin's just gonna do that. If I throw him to the wall. There we go. To the back of the drawbridge is probably for the better. Alright, so there's our secret safe. It's so secret, I don't even know how to open it. Because it's not a safe. It's a buoy. Like a fisherman's like little bobber buoy. Although in this world, it'll probably just be a natural buoy with my actual size. I gotta put away the purples as well, I think, for right now, because I want to get that pellet, and I can't. I need Pikmin out for that. think we might have to come back here an extra day at this rate. Because we have 2 parts left, and I don't think I have enough time for both. So I think the rest of the day should just be optimizing. So I'm gonna plop them there. Actually, no, you can get the crap out here. Look at these guys even going. This is a very weird route. Alright, let's see, what is this? Positron generator. The Positron generator was just a lid from a tennis ball set? Then sure. A very weird generator. We generate things based on Mario Tennis Fever here. That's why the power's so low, everyone moved on. I'm not even joking, from when I heard that player base just kind of felt like a rock, which is kind of sad to see, but also not too surprising. It's a multiplayer game priced at 70 bucks. It's a hard sell for most people. Myself included. I didn't pick it up because I just did not see it worth the price tag. I think everyone understands that logic. I'm gonna convert some of these. I have a lot of blues that I probably don't need an excess, so I can probably convert some. There's a generator. That should be 20. So I'm trying to go for 15 and 20. The healthy spread. And looks like for the most part I got that. I got 1 extra purple. Other than that, that was correct. Now, why do I have 99 though? That is the $1 million question. I think someone might have gotten stuck somewhere, and I don't know where to look. What are my numbers? Probably a blue by the bet. But again, where? I think I'm losing a Pikmin today, because I can't track him down without a radar. Like I saved that potion all day and I have no use for it now. I just saved it for a boss that I didn't actually need it for. Where in the heck is a random Pikmin missing? I don't see anything here. Again, I think one's just gonna get left behind because I don't know where they are. So they're just gone. Unless we got the Pikmin glitch again, who the heck knows. When I say the Pikmin glitch, Pikmin 1 in particular was known for having a counting bug, where it sometimes miscounted the Pikmin on the field, and it didn't correctly update the number. So it could sometimes tell you you have more or less Pikmin than you actually have. It was a very well-known bug that was still even in the Wii version of the game, and didn't get fixed until the Switch port. And I believe the same bug happened in Pikmin 2, just it was less likely. Alright, I'm just curious, what are we leaving behind? If there is even a Pikmin out here. No, nothing. So I got the Pikmin glitch. It said there was 99 in the field with a max of 100, so it miscounted 1 Pikmin. That just happens in Pikmin for some reason. It's a weird bug. Alright, well, don't have to worry about that. 2 more parts that are left here in particular. So once we get those 2 parts, then the Forest of Hope is cleared out. This will confirm. Yep, 6 of 8. So I don't know what to expect in this day. I seen one part just behind a wall. That's expected. It's the other one I have no idea about. Because it's guarded by a puffy toadstool and then a giant bread bug. The giant bread bug is the one I'm curious about. Definitely gonna need a mix of both purples and whites today to start, based on what I'm seeing here. So new enemies spawn at this point. Oh, Doodlebug. Guys! Stop! Stop going into the crap! And now I just threw him into the poison. That's on me. Again, we have a misnumber. So are there 2 Pikmin on the field in particular here, or is that just a glitched out number? How did... Oh my god, what is happening with the start of today? What is happening with today? I feel like I need a do-over and we just landed, man. If this was a deathless run, dear god, we would have been resetting in the first 5 minutes. I can keep the other beetle alive. I don't need to do anything else over there. I'm just making sure beetles aren't going to be a problem when my Pikmin are carrying a part back later. We need to go reassess because, dear god, what was that start? Put away the yellows. We don't need them. Put away the blues before they die, apparently. They didn't know we're going to be spawned next to Shearwigs. I have no idea. Am I even going to hit the other one? Okay, I did. Fighting next to a base is not fun. Not like this. This should be a good spread for the rest of the day. Actually, wait for all of them to get out first. And now we get the blues. There we go. So, first order of business, go get some bomb rocks so we can take care of nice ball bears in the water. Get some bomb rocks so we can take care of one part right away. Purple's OP. Later on nerfed. I don't need to worry about those. Also, we got another ultra spicy spray, but I don't have any red Pikmin to take advantage of that because of the fire. I'm just going to ignore the beetle. I don't need it. Get some more bombs over here. And that should be more than enough. Get back. I did not mean to do that. Get away. Okay, well, I just wasted some bombs, but I didn't kill anything, so that's fine. Wasting a bomb right now is fine. We have more than enough on the field. I knew it! Well, there goes the rest of our bombs! I don't know if we have enough now. I think we'll probably get some more. Oh yeah, definitely don't have enough. That is so dumb, man. Seriously. Half of my Pikmin getting just completely showered up like that kind of screwed up my plan. Well, at least there's yet another supply over on this side of the map, so it's not the end of the world. Can you get ultra bitter sprays? I wonder. Probably not. The purple butterflies would drop bitter spray in Pikmin 2. So that's why I'm curious to see if they would drop it here, but from my knowledge, at least from what I've heard, bitter sprays were not added to Pikmin Squares, just spicy sprays. So that's not gonna really matter for the purple butterflies. Alright, so what do we do here? 5? This should be a 9 bomb rock wall, so 4 would be enough now. What is this? Massage machine. That's definitely not gonna do its job. I'm getting everything's all blues. I got a lot of blues by the end of this because of that. Okay, skew it. Nope, still blue. I mean, I guess I can't be complaining too much for blues being the most useful Pikmin type in Pikmin 1, just because of its design. But I would like to have more of the others, just for safety. Notice how we barely used the red so far after we got them? It's like Pikmin 1 doesn't have any fire hazards. Outside of like a handful of situations, there's not many fire hazards in 1 to worry about. Even the randomizer so far, we haven't really gotten many fire hazards. Doesn't mean they don't exist, it's just we're not really running into a lot of them. I swear, there's gotta be a random Pikmin out in the field somewhere. Because of this numbering system. Either we got the glitch again, or things are just kind of weird because there's one Pikmin out there somewhere that needs to be plucked. That's a majority of our squad now flowered up. Oh yeah, there we go. Random white Pikmin. Just gonna have a random white in the squad now. I think I got, yeah, more than just the blues. I just need a handful of them. Can you get to the box? Thank you. Some of them were pushing from in the water. Interesting. There goes the bread bug. And there goes the bread bug. The white's not coming with me. Why would I need a white Pikmin? Also, what's with the 14? Get back over here, one purple. I don't know what you're gonna do. I need to follow the bread bug, because if he has my part, I need to kill it. And killing the giant bread bug is a actual pain. Okay, he's taking an enemy, which I figured he would. So I guess this one white Pikmin's gonna have some use after all. There, they'll take that back to the ship. So that'll give me at least something. At some point, because I'll only do half damage. Now for the toadstool. away. You done? We don't have the attack power with blues, but that don't matter. Okay, so they got the bread bug back. Flip him over. And that's that. He did not have the part. I think it's a bread bug. Oh, crap. This is not gonna be fun. Where's the bread bug now? Oh. Oh. Wait a minute. Is that the baby one? It's the baby Bubblex. Kill it. Please have the part. It had the part. Alright, we don't need to do anything stupid. Thank you. I was not wanting to deal with that bread bug. That would have been an actual pain. Something got eaten. Oh, they're going through the path of the bull bears. Idiots. Now I'm afraid for all these Pikmin. They might do the same thing. Yep, sure enough. I'm hearing more death. We are sacrificing Pikmin to grow Pikmin. It'll be fine. Yeah, I think that white did die during one of our previous days. That's why I was there. I just didn't remember one of the whites died there because it happened so fast. It got eaten by one of the shear grubs, that's why. Alright, that's the main engine. So a little Mahjong tile is my engine, huh? Gotta say, we didn't have that much of a transformation to how the ship looks at this point. Kinda looks the same. You wanna come up here? So close. Come on. Come on now. Your friend did. I know you can. There, at least one thing goes to the yellows. Alright, let's see. What do we have on numbers right now? 45, well, 49 in whites. We have about 34 purples, 110 yellows, 68 reds. Yeah, we're pretty much good for the rest of the game. At this point, we have like almost 300 yellows. A little over that. Yeah, blues, excuse me. So we're good on blues. Don't need any more of them. Really, the only thing I want to do at this point for the rest of the day is see if I can get nectar. As then I can take out 100 blues and just make them all flowered. That would be ideal if I could do that. I put away the stray white Pikmin. And that should be all blues. There's always one. There is always one. Make sure it's not a straggler. Not really seeing anything that could be a straggler. I gotta go around the whole field just to see if it's a straggler or if it's another Pikmin that needs to be plucked. It's probably a pluck. About the bet. They'll be back for the end of the day. That's why I don't really have a fear about that. Alright, you know, we're just gonna see how big this blue number is gonna get. Because I have them. Might as well. Let them go. Carry them all back. Look around to see if there's anything else here. I don't think there's anything else I missed. So I don't know why I'm down a Pikmin in my squad. That is a little confusing, I'm not gonna lie. Didn't lose anyone over here yesterday, so I know it wasn't in that section. Can I not get stuck? How is that guy still alive? I legit don't understand. You should be dead. Can you not take this thing? There you go. It's like you gotta take something. It's too light. I actually need something else to carry that back. I don't think I have enough time for this, but I want to see. Can I get the bread bug killed? It's the only way I can carry that back is with purple. Yeah, I almost feel like we've got Pikmin glitched again because I haven't seen anything on the field. Either the pluck or just that was chilling out here. There you go. Get the things. Go. Go. Just carry fast. It's gonna be so stupid. My blue numbers are gonna be off the charts. Alright, hopefully everyone's here at base. Or at least a majority of our Pikmin. If one's somewhere on the ground, he's staying there for the rest of his life. Okay, just some blue, which is John lost out there somewhere. That explains the 99 of 100. To be fair, I think we just probably passed 400 blue, so one being left behind isn't really that big of a deal. Fair enough, 350. 3 left behind. Okay, those 97 of 100, so 3 of them got separated at the very last second. That's what that was. At least 2 of them, I guess, based on that math. Well, either way, Borders of Hope is cleared. So we're done there. So 2 areas fully cleared out, which means we're going back to Forest Naval. So we're going to want a decent spread of every Pikmin type here, at least for the main 3. I don't think we'll need any whites, but I'm probably going to grab some just to be safe. Also, think about how hazards work. Actually, I don't think I need reds for anything. I think I'd rather replace the reds with whites, because then they'll be used to carry parts back, and there's a lot of danger in the middle. I miscounted by 1. Oops. Here we go. This should be good enough. I hope. It really just depends on the things I have to carry back with yellows. That's the only thing. Maybe I don't have enough yellows. Almatites, so this is the worst time for spiders. That is why. I think that guy's good as dead. Yeah, well, it's a white Pikmin, I think. So it does do some damage. Huh? I don't know what happened to that guy, but alright. We're having a great start. This always seems to happen, man. First 5 seconds of a day is the most chaotic part. Let's just reassess. I just lost a lot of my order because of that. Don't need any of you guys. It was a blue. Alright, order's back. I was wondering what Pikmin was lost in that chaos. I knew it was a white, but I couldn't tell what the other one was. How are we always at 99 of 100? How? Every time, dude. We just had 100 a second ago. Yeah, it's one of the whites. One of the whites just kind of stuck somewhere. Great. Guys. Can you not? I'm gonna waste half the day trying to figure out what happens to Pikmin if this keeps on being a problem. Because there's nobody here. That's why I wish I had my radar, dude. We're just gonna go. I don't have the time to be waiting around. Trying to figure out what the heck's going on with my numbers. This would have been 65 Pikmin on the wall, but I guess it's the 64 number now. Alright, well, we'll figure out what happened to the white one later. Let's see what's over here. Gluon drive. That does not help me, but I do need it. Fire on the water. Fire on the water. I love when they run nowhere near me. This fiery blowhog's in like the worst spot. Fire also kills a lot faster than this, as you can tell, which is not helping. Guys, what are you doing? Like, what is this pattern? I don't know what they're doing. I'm losing so many Pikmin to just... Oh, I don't even have enough now. I'm losing so much because they don't know where to go. They are just doing a circle in the same spot because they have no idea about order. We'll come back to that later. I hate Pikmin AI, man. I really do. These guys are as dumb as bricks at times. This is one of those times. You know, I'm actually fine if skitter leaves are gonna just run off the cliff. That fixes a problem I was gonna have in this section. Pull off. The Regi bug, actually kind of a helpful enemy here. Chronos reactor. We were never gonna find that radar. Oh good, the duck's only 8. That's really easy to carry back. Alright, let's get these guys to work here to finish up on the bridge. We cleared out enough of the way now that these guys should be able to get back without running into, I hope, no chaos. How these guys have been right now, I don't really trust them. Gee, I wonder why. You idiot. See? There goes the trust issues. They immediately proved my point. Oh, I hope this thing of chocolate doesn't need more than 15. Okay, it's just 8. Automatic gear. Finding everything but the radar. Radar's gonna be in the final boss. Calling it now. This is why we have the whites. As soon as I was gonna let go of the A button, dude. Well, at least I didn't do it immediately, because I screw up the order. I'll bring all that back. Come on. Let me through. Oh, come on. I can't move. I really cannot move. There we go. I'll get that back. No problem. We still have this over here, I remember. A can of walnuts. Carry back my nuts. Thank you. I hope they're immune to that rock. We're gonna find out fast. Okay, it just missed. No bumbling snitch bug. Alright, now we're gonna have to regroup. I need more blues after what happened before. So we're gonna wanna get some more out of the onions. I think at this point I'm probably good on my use of the whites. The whites were just to get some parts back here faster. And we pretty much got the stuff back that's furthest away from the ship. I don't know if I need to... I see, I'm torn on what to do with the whites, because that would help for another part in this area, how far away they are. Let me just take out 35 of these guys, just to start things off. There. Electricity no longer a threat from that beetle. So that's not gonna be a problem. Now in terms of the part, go down here. Analog computer! It's the most analog thing ever. It's just a blade. This is literally just a can opener. Very analog, no computer. Oh, I just realized I'm gonna have to go a long way though, because of how I have this area set up. That's the only real issue right now. I could fix that. Oh, I never knew that. They're only programmed to go this one direction, so it actually doesn't matter. I have to build this wall. I did not know they would not go the other direction. That's kind of weird. It makes no sense. Alright, we need yellows here. That should be good. You know what? Fine. Go get nectar, buddy. I think it's just 9 down here, but I'm taking 10 yellow Pikmin for these bombs just to be safe. found one spare. It doesn't matter. I don't know where 2 Pikmin went. How do we keep on losing track of, like, 1, 2, or even 3 Pikmin at this point? Is it really weird? But it's just a consistent theme tonight, I've noticed. Alright, let's get this one over with. We're gonna try to get the stinking ship part again. I have an idea of how to avoid dealing with you this time around. Alright, we're in the clear. I don't know if I have enough time to really do too much of anything else here, but we're gonna try to at least see if we can break down some walls. No. Oh, that was a little too close for comfort. I almost threw like half of my purples in there to die. And we also almost got hit by that. Okay, the yellows can go home. That's fine. It's fine. Oh, it's a bread bug. We don't want to kill too much, because if that's the thing that replaced the toadstool, we need to... The man at legs! Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have fun here tomorrow. Oh, I'm not gonna have fun here tomorrow. A man at legs in the middle of the arena. Well, it's thematic, because that's where normally there is a spider. So let's replace a spider with a spider. But it had to be the one with the Gatling gun, of all things. Needless to say, we're not triggering that fight right now. Gee, I wonder why. I think that should be it between the man at legs there and probably the bread bug. Those are our last 2 things to show up the ship part. Oh, no, doodle bug, not now. Don't go into the fumes. I think they're fine. I think the Pikmin are smart enough to not go in the fumes. We're just missing 1. Okay. I am on a mission this time to not leave a Pikmin behind, and without the map, I have no way of knowing where things are. So we're gonna do this old school. We're just putting away literally everybody, and we're gonna go on a manhunt. This is how we figure out who's left behind. Because that's all but 1. I can hear him now. If things don't keep on making noises, I'll hear them. Sounds like it's right next to the ship, but I don't see anything. I'm saying we got glitched again, because it's somewhere here. Based on what I hear, it sounds like there's a Pikmin literally next to the ship, but I can't see anything, and nothing's getting picked up by the whistle. So I think the counter is bugged, or the Pikmin got in a place I just can't see. Yeah, sure enough, something's dying, but there's nothing there. What is happening tonight with these random Pikmin losses? I'm getting screwed over by some glitching. It's like a white Pikmin from before. I lost a white somewhere, and then I never was able to find it. And it's like it got clipped under the floor. That's my suspicion. Is that a white Pikmin, when it got separated, went through the floor somewhere. Because that's the only thing that makes sense to me. I don't understand where else I could have lost one. Oh, there's 3. What else am I missing here? I gotta go back, because we got 3 more parts. I'm trying to think, what's the other one we're missing? Oh, it has to be the bread bug part, which I don't know where it is in the map. It's in a random enemy. But I don't know which enemy has it. Oh, hey, Dorigi bug. Hey, you know what? That's some free bomb farming. So I'm fine with that. Alright, how the heck are we gonna fight a man at legs? I don't know what to do against a man at legs right now. Reds? Sacrificial lambs. Why are there 6? Okay. I guess we just have Pikmin just chilling out in the field. What was a random larva in your base too, I noticed. Every time it's just been a random larva. Alright, there's everybody flowered up. Oh, that's not gonna be fun. I need to just go immediately and just take care of my fears. Potions? I don't have cover, and I don't have any other Pikmin that would be good to fight against this. I think reds are my best bet with the 1.5 damage. Alright, here we go. Run! Go. Oh my god, I just lost, like, what was that? 15? Just on walking out? Oh, I can't do this with the reds. Does that count as cover? I have to go back. I just sacrificed a bunch of reds because I can't use them. I need yellows, actually. I just was expecting a giant flower in the middle of the field. Just kind of showed up. Thankfully, this is where the rest of my Pikmin are. We're gonna have to reevaluate our numbers again. Because I was not expecting what just happened. Alright. I think I know what I want to do then. Just... Oh god, having to fight this with yellows only. It's not gonna be fun. We're taking out the entire army at this point to be nothing but yellows. Because I think I need an overstock. Good thing we got that nectar before. Alright, it's time for death. I didn't mean for the purple. Alright. See you, purple. What? What happened to the man at legs? He just died. Alright, I ain't complaining. I ain't complaining about this free victory. I don't know how, but free Geiger counter for everyone. Okay. It's almost like he walked out of bounds. That or he shot his foot. I don't know what happened, but we have to counter blessings. Because there is no way I was going to be fighting that man at legs without losing a crap ton of Pikmin. We already lost a couple on the way. Just for attempting the fight with reds. So I don't know what happened, but we have to just take the good. Alright, there's our free Geiger counter. I want to know what happened to that man at legs. I really do. Is that a Geiger counter in your pocket, or is your ship just happy to see me? God. That's the most phallic ship I've ever seen. Want that? How did this not take damage? It's the second time that's happened. It hasn't be because it's not on the camera when he's getting taken to the base. So it's just not working out every time because he's just not on camera. All right, I need to kill some more things. I'll kill these things here. All right, bread bug should probably want these enemies near him. No, he's just going home. Okay. I need to kill this. He might have my part. In fact, if that's just the standard bread bug randomized into a giant bread bug, I need to kill this thing. Please tell me you're going for the enemies. Please. I'm gonna have to kill this guy, if that's the case, because I don't think this guy is wanting to play ball. Look! Food! 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 There we go. It had the part. I had a feeling. Alright, there's my space float. Well, that's thematical. French vanilla yet again. That's a weird looking space float. I mean, if I had to, I could probably just be in the inside of the pitcher and hope that this doesn't sink. Who am I kidding? That locket's gonna kill me. What's with the 27? What is still out there? How does this keep on happening? Oh, it's a bunch of yellows over there. That makes more sense. It's gonna be very confused otherwise. I feel bad for your reds. I kind of screwed you over when I apparently didn't need to. So we're gonna get a mixture of whites and reds to fill out the rest of the party. And we'll use the reds at this point to grow up our numbers. Because again, I feel bad. I kind of just took out an entire species for no reason. Alright, let's get our yellows back. They're trying... Oh, that's what happened. They're trying to carry a pellet. They'll take it to the blues, don't worry. Alright, in terms of the thing in general that's down here, I don't know what we're dealing with. Is it 2 Doriji bugs? I think it might actually just be the Doriji bugs. It's so weird to fight enemies like this and not have a heart attack in the middle of the fight. But they're harmless in this game compared to Pikmin 2. Okay, well now I'm kind of confused. Because right here is where the puffy toadstool would be. And there's nothing here. Killing that is what gave me a ship part. But it's not here. So now I'm wondering what it got randomized into. I just gotta keep on killing things, I guess, and then figure out what has the part. Not that. Without a radar, I don't even know where to look. So I might actually be coming back here at this rate for one part, if I can't find it by the end of the day. I've already done so much here, so I'm getting a little concerned. Alright, we'll just regroup back at the ship right now so I can get my Pikmin in order, and then I gotta figure out what's left. Because I've gone around and done pretty much everything else here, so I'm not sure where else to look. Yeah, it was the bread bug, but we killed it. So I know the bread bug had a part, and we already got it. In terms of what's left, it's just the toadstool enemy in terms of what could have a part. We got 2 so far today. So we need 1 more. I haven't seen another bread bug, so I don't know if there's anything else. Oh, you mean like the toadstool could have been the bread bug? Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. You got a point. So I don't know what the bread bug could have been randomized into then, if that's the case. I can't kill that without blues. Let me try Lolly Hop over here. I was gonna kill like half of the squad. hate when they get misaligned like that. I just hate fighting these guys in general. I don't care the game. Even in Pikmin 2, these guys are still a pain to fight. Just because of how the frog is. It was the frog! Antidioxin filter, alright. That's a lump of candy. Well, that's it. Now we're done here for good. I was just a little annoyed that the enemy took out 11 Pikmin, but, you know, sometimes how it goes fighting a Wally Hop. Alright, so now it's just the distance spring. After that, we'll be able to unlock the final area. Yeah, I was worried at this rate. Maybe I have to come back here if and when we find the radar, instead of having to just go on a genocide route. This is running out of time. There's only so many things you can kill. Alright, so that's all parts here. And there should be all the Pikmin back at base here soon enough. It's always one. It is always one. I don't think we're saving him again. Whatever the Pikmin is, it's probably through the floor. I've noticed it being a trend. Oh no, it's just a random purple. Okay, he can be saved. We're fine. We are good. I'm just going to sunset now before someone else decides to go through floor. We are not taking a chance. This is definitely a spaceship of all time. I don't even know how I can actually fly without just tilting to the left. We definitely have a weight problem here. Alright, we did not lose a single one this time from being behind. Alright, so what's the numbers looking like? 153 reds, 171 yellows, 359 blues. More than enough to get through the rest of this game. And then we have like 50-ish of both purples and whites kind of in the mixture of that. Time for the distant spring. So we're just gonna immediately jump in. 100 blues. Just do the blue stuff right away. This is a great spread of crap near the base. I'm not liking that. Hopefully this theme will get old fast. It's not like it's on a, what, 30-second loop? This is the challenge mode music, so it's gonna get old fast. Interstellar radio. Everything but the radar. Just finding everything but. Is the egg itself here, or is it randomized? That is definitely randomized. Yeah, just get rid of that. So did we fight the smoky prog? The answer is no. That's the weaker version of the Emperor Ball Black, so it's not the worst thing in the fight. It's just in a bad spot. Also, what did this... Okay, yeah, it's an enemy with rocks. I was like, what did you randomize into? Because I didn't see that at first. That's definitely not a thing you want chilling around here. Alright, here. What's the puffy blowhog in this situation? It's not the flowers, before anyone asks. If only, though, right? It might not be here immediately. I think I might have to get in a spawn area. It'd be like here-ish. Okay, now I'm getting a little concerned because I think it can't be too much further away from its home. Flip. Might actually have to kill the Emperor this way because I'm not sure what the part is going to be in. What? What just happened? Who died? See how much of a joke that is, by the way? I knew he didn't have the part. So I just wanted to get out of the way, just to be sure. But no part. I just don't know where it could be, actually. It must be an enemy that's mobile. That's the only thing I can think of. I think I know what's happening, because I can hear it in the corner of my ear. I think it's the beetle jumping around with its whistle. It's screwing up the Pikmin. Oh no! It's worse than I thought! Everyone go! Run away! I was not expecting a wandering Gatling Groink. That explains why I didn't see the treasure get cutscene yet. And how are these guys over here? That guy has an arm. Ah, yeah. I think we're gonna regroup. Just saying, we might want purple Pikmin. Oh my god, what a heart attack. Alright, I'm gonna use this moment to take a second to catch up on chat, because my heart only can take so much. You know, Pikmin 4's controversial story. Do you think it was neat how reconnected Pikmin 1's Emperor Bulbax instead be the bigger / stronger variant? Instead of the soaring Bulbax explain why I get weak. Yeah, I like how it brought back the strong one, while still kind of explaining the weakened version in a way. I can agree on that. I mean, I don't know. I think the Emperor needs to be a strong enemy. He can't just be a weak guy. The fact that they just nerfed him that bad in Pikmin 2, it worked, I think, just for that game only, and even then, he was still too much of a joke. Oh, now he finally dies. This is a terrible spot to fight. Thankfully, I have experience fighting these things. I think that was the puffy blowhog. Something tells me that was a pretty safe bet. I need its corpse. Stat. We're not dealing with this thing again. Radar. Bow sprint. I swear, it's gonna be the last thing. Get the part, get the part, get the part. There. Everything is on the part. Oh, unfortunately, I can't whistle yet, because these things are kind of in the way. Okay, we're good. Yeah, going back to that point you brought up, Kira, I do appreciate they brought back the stronger version of Emperor Bulbax 4. It was technically a planned enemy for Pikmin 3, it's just that never got used. It's still in the code, so if you know how to hack Pikmin 3, you can actually turn back on the Emperor Bulbax enemy in the game, and it works just fine. How am I gonna get in my ship? I don't think I fit in there anymore. Just saying. now I have to have the purples out. I might as well get to work on this kind of stuff. There's 2 of them? Okay. Of course. I hate fighting these enemies just because of how fast they move. Get a good purple on them, it's not that bad, but until then, no. Larva. Good thing I paid attention. How is it always one Pikmin? Every single time, dude! Okay, it's just a stray dude over in the corner. That's fine, he can stay there. We're gonna put away our purples now. And in exchange, we're gonna take out yellows. Because now we're gonna get bomb rocks. We need bombs so we can burst open these walls. As I'm working on this, I do have a little side tangent thing, because now it was brought up about the enemy design in Pikmin 3. Pikmin 4. One thing I appreciate about Pikmin 4 is that was just kind of like the best all for enemy types in the games, as it brought back basically every single enemy from each Pikmin title. That I really do appreciate, because a lot of Pikmin enemies just kind of got used in one game and then never again. So to see a lot of them brought back in Pikmin 4 was really nice. I do want to replay the game at some point. I want to just play it through on that harder difficulty they added with that last patch. I'm still wondering if they are going to bother with a Switch 2 edition on that or not, just to up the visuals, because Pikmin 4 really does need a Switch 2 edition to fix up some of its performance. That would be nice. Mainly the loading, for me, would be a big one. It's still kind of crap, even on the latest patch. There, they get to work on that part. And while those Pikmin are doing their job over there, we're gonna grab some bomb rocks and take care of some jobs here and there. Oh yeah, that's right, that's 6. That's a 6 wall. We will be back later, because that's not as important right now. I hate how we're gonna have to run for this because there's so many bombs everywhere on this map. So it's a journey. The first day is nothing but setup really for me, and then after that, this and spring starts to become a lot more part focused. But yeah, like Pikmin 4, I don't even think it's just story, I would say, would be controversial. A lot of people didn't like other elements that Pikmin 4 changed as well. The big one being the difficulty just being too easy. That's why they had to add that hard mode. It was actually kind of ironic they added an easy mode when that was the biggest complaint the game had, is too easy. So then they add an easy mode. Something nobody asked for. I get why they did, to be fair, especially with the new photo mode they added in that latest patch. It does make photo mode a lot easier to use at that point, so you can get the pictures you want. It's just kind of ironic, a game that was already considered the easiest in the franchise, getting an easier difficulty. But it is a game for kids at the end of the day, you gotta remember that. I don't think this is gonna need any more than like 5 Pikmin, so I can probably be fine doing this. Oh wow, exactly 10. And only 5 grabbed it. Yeah, that's about right. I have no idea if they're gonna pick that up. I don't trust them. Yeah, somehow 2 did not, but the other 3 figured it out. Proud of them. The others not so much. Alright, now we'll go take care of the other bomb walls. I'm starting to tone out this music because it is extremely repetitive. One thing I would appreciate the rando having is, like, if I go pause, have an option where it's just randomized music, so that if you get a song that's too repetitive, you can change it out. The only randomizer I've really played that does that is Mario 64 now, funny enough. I'm not gonna get around this. Guess it's fine to go this way? Oh yeah, we're fine. We're fine. There's 2 fiery bulb waxes here. Interesting. What a setup. Oh, fun. Run! And we're good. I'm gonna hide everyone else over here. I don't trust them being out in the open. I barely trust them being in here after seeing that, but we'll have to just take our chances. Main difficulty thing for Pikmin 4, most people criticized, was the fact that enemies don't respawn in the overworld. Yeah, that does take away a lot of its challenge, and it, never did get addressed, even the latest update. Because it's funny, they added the photo mode advertising the idea of go around the world and take pictures with your favorite enemies in Pikmin. But when they added it into Pikmin 4, that's at a point where most players beat the game. So to go back to see the update for the photo mode, players would load into worlds that had no enemies left because you killed them all. And unfortunately, it was just not fixed in the update. So they still have that problem today, from what I understand. Where, yeah, if you kill an enemy, it's gone for good. There's no fixing that problem, I guess. Cool. I have to go this way because of that larva. Alright, something died. We'll have to just live with the one Pikmin gone. We need that wall gone for later. I did not expect that to shoot when it did. I didn't even want to know how many that was because that was the majority of my squad. We're down to 12 and they're at the base. Oh dear God, man. Oh. Well, we're not burning down the walls today. Just gonna have to say, if you want a good clip for the channel, I think I gave you some fuel. God. We have a surplus. I'm not resetting out of that. But, dear God, I think that is the worst thing that's ever happened. Here's the issue. I didn't see that rock shooter. So, for reference sake, I use Nightlight on Windows. I don't know if it's going to show if I turn on the display capture. It does not, okay. But I can at least say, I use this in particular here. I should probably be turning this off for streams going forward. Night mode uses warmer colors on your display to help you sleep. It takes away the blue light. Here's the problem. I couldn't see the rock shooter in the grass because it blended in. And with night mode on my computer screen making it warmer looking, I just couldn't see it. I gotta turn that off. Because there's no way I can play the rest of this if I'm not seeing a standard enemy. Okay. There's no more bombs on the field too, so they're just gone for the rest of the day. I'm just gonna take out Pikmin and try to solve puzzles after that. At least got this wall destroyed, so I can get parts back this way. It's not the end of the world for bomb rock usage. It's just the end of the world for 88 Pikmin, because they died. They don't have a world anymore. They just have the afterlife. All because of an idiotic captain. Me. Okay, this is a light part. I'm glad to see that. I'm just not happy no Pikmin are on it. How? Guys. They are literally standing next to it, not grabbing it. Nope. I knew it was gonna happen. I had a feeling. Alright, there we go. They're going back now. That should not be waking the enemy, right? Okay, they went around. Mamuda is also just gonna ignore them. I don't even know if we're gonna get this back into the ship today, but we at least have it next to base for tomorrow. I guess there's that. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this number. It's gonna be a terrible amount of Pikmin lost. Oh, God. This number is gonna be the worst Pikmin loss number of all time. Alright, hit me with the damage. Tell me the report. Oh no, Captain was blind. He didn't see rock coming towards him. Here it is. 96 lost today. Look at that graph. The blues just went like, okay, to just instant nosedive. You don't notice as much with the yellows because I didn't have that many yellows with me. I just lost a majority of my blues in my squad there. It wasn't all of them, as I had 400 something blues. So I lost today alone with the blue numbers. I probably lost over 80. All from one rock. Hitting a bomb rock Pikmin, which blew up the entire squad. Oh, that was the worst Pikmin loss situation I've had in the history of playing this franchise. And I hope to never have that happen again. Oh yeah, there's probably been worse. That's the worst for me. So you're not gonna find a worse clip of that in my shoes. But I've seen other people where they've wiped like 100 Pikmin at once. So there's probably worse clips. But that could be up there. Who knows? There's a clip of someone playing 2 and their entire squad got killed off screen since they were exploring. That's why you can't leave your Pikmin alone. I mean, that's what happened earlier today in this spring because we left our blues alone to carry a part back and they were getting shot at with a Gatling Roig. So yeah, I know the feel. Yeah, I know the feel of leaving Pikmin alone and then just seeing the number go down because explosions. It just happens. I'm gonna get a small map to start today. For one, put them on this. That's literally 5 steps away from the ship, so just put it in the ship. Let's take care of the part over here. Probably all I need. Hopefully this doesn't need any more than 20. Ah, they fell out of bounds. Oh, you can't get them back. Okay, I was like, how do you get them back if they fall like that? Because I don't think I've ever had that happen before. Okay, it just needs 10, so that's not gonna be the end of the world there. Guard satellite. Literally the last part, I swear, is gonna be the radar. Because we found everything but radar right now. There we go. See, that's why that whole lip setup exists. I'm gonna have a fun time trying to fight these fiery Bulblaxes. They are not gonna be easy to kill in this game, because I normally hit them with a... That is so stupid, dude. This ship is getting worse by the minute. I usually hit fiery Bulblaxes with a bitter spray and fight them in blues or reds, depending on the situation. You can't do that here. There, well now our army is at least flowered up. We're gonna ignore the enemies here right now, as we don't need to fight them. The only reason we would have to fight this stuff is if they go, like Pikmin specifically, go through this path. This is the one I'm worried about, because I think Pikmin will go through that path. That is cursed. There's a reason why you see all that. We don't want to think about the reason why. Okay, one died, that's fine. Oh no. 5. Could have been worse. Those Pikmin that born just to get crushed, that's a terrible life. I am so sorry. How did the yellow blue not die? Only one did, that's impressive. Can you kill these without bombs? No, I need a bomb for that. Okay. There we go. I was like, how did they get stuck in there, let alone can I get them out? I'm not bitter. But I'm not taking chances either. Let me get this first before we burst down a wall. Ionian Jet. I need to keep an eye on them at first because the problem is I don't know where they're gonna go. If these Pikmin go straight through a fiery Bulblax, we're gonna have a problem. But if they go around him, that's fine. They're good. They're gonna go past him. I'll just get rid of the rest of the bombs. And it conveniently does open the way. We don't need to fight this Bulborb. I'm actually just gonna let him stay. Number 2 Ionium Jet. I like how they're both donuts. I hate how every time we get a part, the gyroid has to like flip down to flip back up. That's not helping with the phallic design of my ship right now. I wonder if one of the beetles got randomized for the enemy in that arena. Oh, I just realized, if it's the beetle there and the poison, I'm gonna have to bring whites. Oh god. That's also a bad spot to see angered beetles. I'm finding a lot of angered beetles in this. I'm surprised I haven't found any of the Pikmin squared enemies yet. Are you kidding me, guys? You're not gonna work on the bridge? Oh no. Okay, they're fine, they're fine. They're not gonna be close enough. That's okay. That was a little too concerning of where they're gonna be placed. I can bait all those enemies out. I don't necessarily need white Pikmin for this. It'd be ideal to have whites probably, but I don't think I need whites. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I was not expecting the Hermit Crawdad. Or whatever this guy actually is called. Ah! Whoa! Okay, okay. Yep, just lose a couple Pikmin because I can't move. Okay, we're gonna want to regroup. This is the worst thing to have right now. I can still do it. He has to actually fight. I don't have potions either, which makes this worse. Yeah, this thing didn't have any walls right now. This would be kind of an impossible fight. Nice nectar in the middle, by the way. That's a trap. Oh, he's not getting hit. It's gonna take a while. I really do wish I had reds with me now. If I knew this was gonna be the thing that was gonna fall. Oh, that guy probably did. Come on, it's not gonna hit any of these walls. Literally like the worst placement for all this stuff. All right, I can't. I gotta bail. There is no way we fight that with our current squad. That is just not happening. I'm gonna have to regroup with red Pikmin for that. And then fight it with a smaller group. Because that is not happening with what I got. I still don't understand where some of my Pikmin went, but alright. Actually, wait a minute, wait a minute. I can get by with this. So here's the plan. Once everyone catches up, I'm gonna separate out our squad and just fight with a small number of reds. You can also do this with purples, but it's not recommended. So I'm just gonna go with red Pikmin for this. Unfortunately, that time I left, let this guy get a lot of his health back. But this is why we got... Oh my god, I'm getting comboed. This is why we got the reds, in particular. Oh, missing every one of my shots. Come on. Oh, I need one more cycle. This thing really is hurting me. Dude, really? That didn't kill it? Oh no! Okay, that's fine. I got enough. Extraordinary bolt. I knew it wouldn't be the radar. That was awful, man. Of all the things. It's a bar of soap, too. We don't have the Pikmin to carry all of it back. That's why we had to leave some behind. Talk about an awful fight. We got very unlucky with that enemy. It was possible to fight, yeah, but look what it did to the poor dumpling over there. God. Take that bar of soap and get it at the base. Does that boss regain his health that fast in vanilla? I think it does. I never really let it refill health like that in Pikmin 2, so I wouldn't be 100% sure. But I do believe it would refill health in the same way as this ROM hack. Alright, well, based on these numbers, I got all my Pikmin back at least. What do I have left now? Should just be... It's the part over in the corner I should need both Pikmin types to fight and get the thing off the ceiling. Or the wall. I don't know what else. Not to check when we leave here. Yeah, I have 2 more parts. I can't do anything else today, obviously. I'm not even bothering getting him back, because nope. That ain't happening. That ship is so messy. It has so much garbage. Alright, 2 more parts, which means at this point it should be only 2 more days. What are we on right now? Is it day 9 or day 10? 10. Okay. I can finish this in 12 days. I might take a detour because I just want to see what could be randomized back in Impact Site. But I'll probably just reset for that. Because I won't bother staying there. I just want to see what the enemy is. Or enemies, because it could be 2 things. We already saw what the Smoky Prog is. Yeah, in terms of things to do here today, there shouldn't be that much. I'm gonna get 30 of these Pikmin just to play it safe. And the rest will be blues. One red Pikmin, I guess, is probably in the arena that we just fought yesterday's boss. That's why it's probably an odd number of Pikmin right now. Cool. Instant nectar. Guys, we're good. We don't need any more drinks. I think we're all filled up at this point with nectar. I heading out for the night. Well, thanks for stopping by, Matt, tonight, and have a good one. Oh, big flower. That randomized the poison generator. It's kind of funny. Did the pellets randomize the 3 Emperor Bulblaxes, or am I just seeing more pellets? Alright, just more pellets. Okay, yeah, it's just these 2 things. I don't know how many of these guys I'm gonna need, though. This is just like a mess to do in the original, but you can do the same cheese. Well, that one did. Oh, God. That should be enough. To be fair, this puzzle isn't really that bad when you have a Pluck-a-phone. I just still don't want to do it. What? Okay, I don't know what happened with those 2, but sure. Alright, we just need a 10. That's fine. See, this treasure would be a pain to get back if we use heavy treasures, because how? Libra, it is going to be the last one. I have a 50-50 right now if it's going to be the whimsical radar over here in this robot, or is it going to be something else? We will be finding out here very shortly. I have enough up here? Just enough. Perfect. What are we gonna be? It's the final part. It's gonna be in the final boss. Man, I just had a radar-less seed. Oh, that's terrible. But that's it. That's the last thing we need to unlock the final trial. So after this robot's back, then we'll have everything we need to unlock the final area. I'm just a little bitter that I had to go through this entire game without the radar. That's really unlucky. Every single part had a chance to be the radar, and every single time, we just lost those odds. Sometimes that's just how it goes. But man, why'd it have to be this time? I've seen other people who play this randomizer have the same problem before. I remember when I did my Pikmin randomizer a few years back, it was in a smoky prog, so I didn't have to wait the entire seed to get the radar. It was a majority of it, because it didn't happen until we found a smoky prog just wandering around, like, over halfway through, I think, at the time. So, it was not great odds then either, but at least I found it. This time, on the other hand, yeah, this is radarless. So, it's a good thing I know where to look for stuff. While I'm waiting for the stuff to get back to the ship, I'm gonna run the 3-minute ad on Twitch now to get it done. I don't want it running when we're at the final trial, so it's giving people that heads up. Because it wants to run in a minute anyways. Oh, that also gives me the upgrades. I just noticed that. It just said I can be protected from fire. So I do get some of the upgrades from Pikmin 2 if I find the right parts. That ship is a mess. Like, what is that? Besides an abomination. I had a feeling. They are on the edge. You know what? Easy. Just gotta drown them, and then they're fine. It's always one Pikmin. How? Who got stuck where? Again. It's gotta be a random blue based on how these numbers are, or someone's on the floor. One of the two. I can hear Pikmin just crying near the ship. It's the same thing as the 4's navel. I'm calling it now. It's in the floor. I'm gonna go to the end of the day, because that doesn't matter. I'm not caring about one Pikmin at this point. If it's in the floor, he's in the floor. It's just how it is. And yeah, sure enough, there's nothing here being eaten. So I don't think we lost the Pikmin. The game just glitched its number again. That did not get fixed until almost 20 years. No, it was over 20 years later with the first game. So, yeah, 2023 is when that finally got fixed with the Switch port. Alright, it's fine. It's time for the final thing. But before we go to the final trial, I'm just going to get an idea of what enemies were here in Impact Site. So we're not going to actually do much here. We're just going to get a peek of 2 different randomized enemies. And that's it. Okay. That's a giant hole. So on day 11... Ow. It looks like there must be a giant bread bug around here. Sure enough. So that is what's here on odd number days. I don't want to save. I hit down and it didn't register down. Oh, whatever. That was going to be an 11-day run. That's why I'm a little upset I didn't recognize my down input. Can't even blame this on emulator quirk. I'm using an actual GameCube controller through the adapter. So it's like I'm plugged into a GameCube. Because the game didn't recognize it in time, I guess. Alright, what's here on odd number days? Or even number, I guess. Oh. Okay. Well, that's pretty tame. This wouldn't have been an 11-day run if that down input went through, I swear. I'll just lose a day, it's fine, it's fine. Final trial, let's do it. By the way, all those fire geysers can be enemies. So I'm wondering how that fire stretch is gonna look. Because it's not a guarantee to be fire. We've only found, I think, like 1 fire geyser in this whole run. Maybe 2 at most. Oh, God. Talk about repetitive music. The final tally music is our final actual song. Okay, that's messed up. I need purples, not purple, white Pikmin just to get through the poison. This isn't like the final map in Pikmin Squared. I can't just uncork the water here. I'm gonna actually have to do this as intended. Kill a larva! Nice swarm. What? Oh, they're sheer grubs. That makes more sense. I missed with 1. Well, that's kind of bad, because now I need to get an extra bomb rock. That's why I got the 3, because I had a feeling that might happen. And then 1 didn't get thrown. Okay. Now I got a spare bomb. Which honestly almost looks like it could be used for that crap. I'm gonna try, because I don't want to go through any of that. That looks like an actual nightmare of garbage. I'm gonna try the yellow strat. I'll get some extra just to be safe. I'm gonna throw these yellows over the wall because they should have enough reach. This is easy to do on the Switch and on the Wii versions, but here in this version, not as much. Actually, that won't work. I think blues might also work for this trick, but there's just so much crap in the water. This is why I'm not 100% sure if I can do this. But I'm gonna try the blue trick instead. Something died somehow, and I don't know how, but alright. Yeah, let's see. Even though I know what to do here, this is, terrible. For lack of better terms, terrible. I might want that white just to get through the poison geyser. Oh, that works. Until it doesn't. Okay, guys, really? No, you don't. If they go that way, they die. It's a guarantee. Guys, stop going for the corpse. Just stop doing that. Yeah, thankfully, it doesn't matter if we lose blues. You're correct on that, Kira, because of the numbers. This is why we overgrow. There. There. Forgot we lost 2 before. That's why the numbers are weird. I want some purples out for this final fight. We don't know what we're fighting yet, but the purples are the strongest enemy fighter we have. You've got to be kidding me. Again? It's another man at legs. Oh, no. This time we have to face our fears. I can't just not fight him. We are gonna have to just do this. Oh, God. This is gonna suck. We're gonna want to keep our purples, probably, but not anything else. And even then, I don't even know, man. Do it even chance. We saw how that worked before for anything that wasn't yellows. We're just gonna take the whole squad of yellow for now, because I don't think we'll be able to reach this with anything but. We can start the fight with the purples, but then after that, I think it has to be strictly yellow Pikmin. And even then, I'm kind of worried about starting this fight with purples, because this is the worst enemy to get as my final fight. Yeah, nice knowing the Pikmin before they got shot, indeed. Okay, that was more than half its health, so that was a great start to the fight. God. God, I'm getting comboed. I'm getting comboed. I can't move. I could have done this way better. I honestly could have done this way better. If I played my cards right, I was getting greedy. I thought I can kill him faster than I could. I could have probably got through this without losing my entire squad like that. I probably could have got through this with maybe 10 deaths at most. But I got greedy. And that's what happens when you get greedy. But it's fine. We had the excess. The final part. The whimsical radar, because screw you, video game. Literally, the last thing is the actual useful upgrade that Pikmin 1 has. The only upgrade in Pikmin 1. And it had to been the final part. Screw you, video game. Of course. It's a chess piece, too. Checkmate, idiot. How thematical. It's almost like you put the rando in checkmate. Yeah. By collecting the king. Therefore, I do indeed call checkmate. Now, it's just a safe, so that should just go in the ship. I would have loved to have seen this on the outside. But that's not happening. God, man, of all the items, why did that have to be the whimsical radar at the end? There's no way to get that early. That sucks. But thankfully, outside of losing Pikmin here and there because they get confused or go through the floor, we didn't actually need the radar. Alright, this is gonna be a shot of all time. Oh, you do see the king piece. Nice. Yeah, zoom in on the donut and the duck. I'm going through the donut. It's just too big. My shit? I don't know what to classify this thing as. It's not an abomination. It's my abomination. But that's it, though. I could have beat this, like I said, in 11 days, but unfortunately, I tried to skip saving on day 11, as that was just going to be the peak into an area and then reset. But my down input got eaten. So, technically, 11-day run for a randomizer. I'm going to count it that way because of that little mishap. Say what you will, that's technically what this could have been. So, not bad for my first time playing a Pikmin Square rando. And mind you, I did up the amount of enemies because I'm playing on Dolphin. So, we had a lot more enemies in the pool from Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2 enemies. No enemies in particular added in, though, from the Pikmin Square Louis quest story, though. Surprising. But who knows? I'm going to want to play this again sometime in the future and use the Chaos Randomizer option. And then that will probably guarantee us seeing some of those enemies, based on how many more are going to be added into the game. You know, you made the joke of how these are all the Pikmin types you haven't seen. That's where Pikmin Square pulls its data to get the colored onions. So you can technically use all of those in Pikmin Square. You just have to do it via rando. But yeah, not a bad first randomizer attempt. Outside of the mass Pikmin genocide incident, this worked out really well. This is so stupid. You can't even see Olimar on the ship. He is just in Donut. That's it. There's nothing else. It's just Donut. We'll get to see the final piece of the ship fly away, though. It's just the gyro. Just sitting there like, ooh. Almost looks like he's trying to wave at you. That's actually a really interesting piece for the ship. That was probably my favorite piece. Even though it was very phallic, it's got expression. So there we go. We got all 30 parts. Pikmin lost 266. Yikes. This is pulling data, though, from what I can tell. Yeah, this is not from the randomizer. This is from the actual main campaign for Pikmin 1. So this is comparing to how I beat the game a few months back. So these high score numbers set in randomizer are not going to be saved. That's good to know. But this is compared to how you did in the standard Pikmin 1 story, not Louis' quest. So not terrible. If I didn't have that mass genocide of Pikmin, I still would have lost more Pikmin in this than I did in my actual playthrough for Pikmin 1. Tally up all the parts, which I like how in this you actually see all the different parts as different treasure pieces. So we get to see the goofy abomination of things we got. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and save, and that's it. It still plays this. Okay, we don't need to see credits. It's just the credits from Pikmin 1. I guess I'm gonna just let it play out because I can't really do anything about that. But I hate how in this it's stretched. This looks ugly. So how about we don't stretch this? Let's not do a cardinal sin in the video editing world, and let's not stretch. So this was fun, like I mentioned, first time playing a Pikmin Square randomizer. Comparing this to the original randomizer for Pikmin 1, this is so much better. Pikmin 1's randomizer is very basic. All you can do is randomize ship parts and the enemies, really. That's about it. I don't even think you can randomize Pikmin in particular. I'm gonna look back at that old VOD from a couple years ago to see if I had any different Pikmin areas, but I think I still got the Pikmin in the areas that they normally are found in. I think it was just randomizing the ship parts and the enemies. And sure enough, I'm looking at things here, and that's exactly the case. It still kept the standard logic of randomizing, well, not randomizing the onions in particular. So the onions are the same in the standard randomizer. So this adds so many more options, and that's why I think if you're going to play a Pikmin randomizer, well, one, beat Pikmin Squared first, because you have to beat the main campaign of Pikmin 1 to unlock the extra modes between Louie's Quest and Rando. So I would say play the randomizer in Pikmin Square, but you gotta do a little bit of work to get to that. That's the only annoying part. But this is the better way of randomizing Pikmin. So many more options. Randomizing more enemies in the pool from Pikmin 1 and 2, getting the purple and white Pikmin into the game, having Chaos Randomizer add those weather effects, and color your Pikmin types. Like, there's just so many options to play with in this. So I don't see myself going back to playing the standard Pikmin randomizer now with this existing, because this is just a way better way of randomizing Pikmin as a whole. Not to say that that version is irrelevant, because some people might just want the simplistic randomizer, and it's much easier to technically get up and running, because it's just a cheat code, and then that's it, really. Although, from what I understand, I don't think that works on console. This works on console. I played it on emulator just because of the more enemies thing. You need to play on Dolphin if you're going to add more enemies into your randomizer. Because it's a memory limitation, you need to add more memory into your GameCube, which is just not feasible. Unless you emulate. So, I don't know what else to say to drag out the remaining credit time, because, again, I can't skip this. It's just what happens when you beat the game. It just kind of plays the enemy roll call at the end, so I'm just going to let it go through. But yeah, if you're going to play a randomizer for Pikmin, this is the way to go. This was a great experience. Again, I'm going to probably want to revisit this in the future, playing more seeds if I'm going to want to play a Pikmin rando. I like these settings I had, so if I'm just going to play the randomizer, I think I'll probably just play it with these settings for just a standard run-through. Because more enemies actually did spice things up. I liked fighting the Pikmin 2 enemies in Pikmin 1. That was a good touch. But I also do want to try Chaos Rando, because I want to try those weather effects. I do want to mix and match more enemies and the Chaos stuff for my first playthrough of this rando, because that's a total nightmare. Just go to the impact site with those two options on. You'll see why that's a bad idea. Every tiny little object becomes an enemy. Not worth it. But for an actual hard mode playthrough of a rando, I'm definitely wanting to try that in the future. I'm actually curious now, though. Is there a Pikmin 2 randomizer? I believe there is. I just wonder if it's something that's in a better state, because that's another one I want to try in the future, but I'm not sure if this ever got updated. There was a version that was made off of itch.io that I found by Mr. Broccoli, and I don't know if this ever actually got any updates. It says it's unfinished from what I'm seeing here. And it had a lot of issues. This is why I want to try this at some point, but I heard a lot of problems with this rando. So I might have to do a test seed just to see if it's even playable in its current state. Because of it being unfinished, there might be some bugs. And also, there was a very specific cave that was terrible in design from what I've heard. Plus, it legitimately gave people headaches because of its visual flair. It was very, very bad. So I would be curious if that's any better or not. I would like to see this kind of randomizer, though, for a Pikmin 2 scenario. I'm just not 100% sure if that's feasible at the moment, especially from this creator. To be fair, the person who made this, let me see if I can get their name, because I never remember off the top of my head. Oh, I like how I just searched for Pikmin Square Rando, and the first thing that popped up. Well, that's cool. Okay, here we go. The creator is Pickhacker. if Pickhacker can make a randomizer of just Pikmin 2, based on how things worked here in this specific game, I would love to see it. Pickhacker is very well known in the Pikmin scene for a lot of Pikmin 2 hacks in particular. So, if you're looking for a Pikmin 2 game to play, you want to play something entirely new, this dude has like 20 plus ROM hacks to check out. There's a lot of Pikmin 2 stuff. But yeah, no, this was fun. Hopefully people enjoyed this one. This was a good chill night, minus the stress of losing Pikmin. We got another stream this week, only one more. We're going to be coming back on Thursday to play through some of the new DLC content for Sonic Racing Crossworld, specifically checking out the new character in the game, Angry Birds. We're going to have a Angry Bird Festival launching on Thursday, so I figured I wasn't sure what else to really do this week. I'm kind of taking this week a little bit slow, not wanting to start any major projects just yet. Probably not going to start any major projects until, I would say, around May at this point for streams, because April's been a very busy month for me so far, especially this week. So I'm wanting to make sure I don't overwhelm myself with streams and video work. And streams right now are kind of taking a little bit of the back burners to be noticing. This is my third stream in April. We're already about halfway through, so that's telling you a lot. But if you want more Pikmin, go check out the main YouTube channel. We're playing through Pikmin 2's challenge mode, and today we had another one of the videos go up. Every weekday will be a challenge video for Pikmin 2, as there's 30 challenge maps in total. So check out the channel for Pikmin 2 stuff if you haven't seen it already. If you want more Pikmin, I definitely recommend, after the stream is over, and checking out one of those videos. I got the credits sequence still going. I can't fill the void anymore. End the credits. We're done at this point. I talked about all the things. This should be the last enemy, right? Okay, yeah, we're done. Thank you. I was running out of topics. There's your the happy end. So yeah, that's going to do it for me for tonight. Thanks to everyone who came out. This was a fun rando. We'll definitely revisit Pikmin Squared in the future, as I mentioned, because there's a lot more options to play Randomizer. So we'll definitely come back and look at some of those other options in the future. As of right now, though, I do feel like I got my fill of this Randomizer just from that playthrough. And again, highly recommend, if you're going to play a Pikmin Randomizer, play Pikmin Squared. That's my last playthrough of the game. It doesn't unlock anything in particular. This also looks funky because of my screen orientation. We'll fix that. You don't unlock anything extra for beating the Randomizer. That's why I just wanted to reload the file real quick just to show that. Louis' Quest was the last thing that had any unlockable content. So at this point, now we're just playing the game for fun. So there's the seed if you want to play this one for yourself. Those are the icons on the bottom of the screen. So put in that specific sequence of Pikmin, and you'll play the seed that we play tonight in this said stream. So just look out for the rock shooters, because they will blindside you, as it did to me. Well, that's it, though. That's going to do it for tonight's stream. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you back here on Thursday for some Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Take care and have a good night, everybody.